Now, shifting gears, we end things today on the Insider on a sad note. As you may have heard, the Upper Midwest wrestling community recently lost a longtime member, Jerry Anderson, who you may better know as Mago, one half of the managerial tag team. The High Rollers, though, often they competed in the squared circle themselves. Jerry passed away following a lengthy battle with cancer, and for the better part of 2 decades, you'd be hard-pressed to find any independent show around the state of Minnesota without the Rollers either up to their antics outside the ring or competing in the ring itself, sometimes against one another. And there were at least a couple of hardcore matches where Mago and STX went up against one another, and Jerry was just this larger-than-life personality. He just lit up any room or place where he entered. I remember the first show I ring announced with the Rollers. This was back when he and STX, his partner, would be just pretty much living the gimmick. They had arrived to shows in a limo back when the Rollers had their own limo. And he just entered the venue and took over the whole place. I never met him before in my life, but just seeing him was like, who the hell is this guy? And the fans, I just remember, would be chanting Bozo, 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 and he'd have this blonde hair that he just stuck up, just dead ringer other than the color and lack of face paint for Bozo the Clown. And these fans were just relentless getting on him. And I was doing the ring announcing, and he just started slapping me as hard as he could, just yelling, "Get these people to stop calling me Bozo." And whether it was in the ring in that capacity or elsewise, he wasn't exactly a quiet or understated fella, to say the least. And there have been lots of stories shared on social media over the last several days about Jerry, and entertaining people with his magic tricks, or about his antics down at spring training. Twins, sure, some of those stories certainly involved Bacardi Limon, and later on maybe a more, shall we say, medicinal product. And if you want to see the level of character Jerry was, just pull up that appearance of his with STX on the Jerry Springer Show. No, we won't be liking it here, but I'm sure you can find it rather easily. Above all else, Jerry's participation in wrestling just highlighted how much fun this whole crazy, wacky business can be to be a part of. And I'm just so glad and honored to have had the opportunity to not just be part of some of those moments in the ring, but I got to see a few Twins games with them and hang out with them in Vegas for a couple of the Cauliflower Alley Club reunions over the years. And it's just, cancer is just this cruel monster. And saw him earlier this summer, and he was, moving around a bit slower, and he wasn't as loud and boisterous as we'd come to expect Jerry to be. He just, till the very end, lived his life in his way. And we want to send out all of our thoughts to his family, to Sterling Nolan, a.k.a. High Roller STX, to everyone he shared the ring with over the years, to his many friends, not just out in the Annandale area where he lived, but those he met and whose lives he impacted from across the country, whether it was down at the Hall of Fame in Waterloo, Iowa, or at Cauliflower or Vikings game or Twins game, wherever around the horn. Just Jerry made such an impact in this business and everywhere else, and he is going to be missed. Rest in power, Jerry. There'll never be another one like you. That's all for now. So long, everyone.